So let's spend a little bit more time looking at color. We haven't done a ton with it yet, and again, this is where I get a little spoiled coming from the Tableau world. If I want color, I drag and drop a certain measure or dimension onto the color card, and I can simply tweak it from there from the color palette. Everything's happy. But yes, like some of you, I'm guessing, I remember when all of the color we used to do in programming all had to be done from the RGB palette, and you actually had to punch in the values for each. So I get it. So one thing we can do is, if you're going to be working with a specific color or color palette, is I like to load it into a variable. Okay, so for example, one thing I can do is I can call colors of the rainbow. Okay, and I can specify how many I want. So in this case, maybe I just want to look at 3. Okay, so I'm going to store that into a variable. Okay, and next I'll call this into a plot. So I'll do a ggplot, and I'll do mtcars. Again, I'll set, do this across multiple lines. I'll set my aesthetics parameter, and I'm going to do my factor command, because again, I'm going to be looking at cylinders here. So again, I want them to group into that kind of 4, 6, or 8 space. So I'm going to do cylinder count. Then I'm going to do a geometric bar. So I guess it'll give me a vertical bar chart, very similar, to what we're doing with the histogram. I'll do geometric bar, and here's where I'm going to do the fill, and I'm going to set that equal to my colors. All right. So here you can see, got a little bit of color variation there. Get my red, green, and blue. So again, if I tell the rainbow parameter that I want 3, of course it's going to give me the 3 core colors, or I guess primary colors, if you will. Sorry, not an art person. Okay, of what that looks like. Okay. And just to show you just another quick example of looking at that rainbow color set, but with more than just your primary colors. So let's see, I could use within BOD space parameter called demand, and this time I'll actually call 6 different colors, so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so again, it's just going to keep expanding out your colors of the rainbow. Okay, and again, honestly, you can go through and you can Google all the different color settings within R. There's a ton of them out there. There's a ton of predefined things like rainbow and that sort of thing that you can use as well. So a lot out there to work with in the color space. Again, I get a little spoiled being in the Tableau world, where I can pick defaulted color schemes. I can reverse the color schemes. I can determine the step sizes. So you can do a lot of that in R. It's just a little more labor intensive to make it all happen.